The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. The city government of Mandaluyong says they can't achieve their daily COVID-19 vaccination target just yet. To give us more details, we have Greg Gregorio joining us live from Mandaluyong. Greg, good afternoon. What was the reason given and how many single-day inoculations is the LGU going for?
Charles, the Mandaluyong city targets to inoculate about 4,000 individuals under A4 priority sector alone each day. And earlier this morning, Mandaluyong City Mayor Menchi Abalos said they can't reach the target just yet because they already have a thinning supply of COVID-19 vaccines. Charles?
Greg, is this the reason why some vaccinees were not given the first dose, or were there other reasons given?
Charles, it's part of the reasons, but most of those who came here earlier and denied access to the vaccination site is that because they don't have a confirmed schedule for today's vaccination. Some of those individuals are pre-registered and some are not, but they do not have the confirmed schedule. The city explained that they are giving considerations for some walk-ins, but these are mainly for senior citizens who might not have registered yet but would want to get the shot. Mayor Abalos said she is giving consideration to this priority sector because as of the moment they are only reaching 79, or they have only vaccinated 79% of their target population for the senior citizens, and she would like to vaccinate individuals under this sector as much as possible, as many as possible each day. Charles?
All right, Greg, that being said, it appears that there's a supply issue in Mandaluyong. So has the LGU coordinated with the national government to try to address this, and what was the response?
Yes, Charles, Mayor Abalos said they have been in coordination with the vaccine cluster of the government. And according to Mayor Abalos, there's this commitment from the National Task Force, or particularly from the vaccine cluster, that a part of the recent arrival of 1 million doses of Sinovac vaccines will arrive in Mandaluyong. It's just that they have to wait for the certificate of authenticity of these vaccine doses before it can be rolled out or distributed in every LGUs in the NCR and also other regions outside Metro Manila. Charles?
Greg, given the current availability, how is the A4 vaccination going in Mandaluyong, and how many economic frontliners have received their jabs so far?
Charles, as of the latest report of the LGU, 117 A4 individuals were already given their first dose of COVID-19 vaccine here in the city. But when we have validated it, this number here at the vaccination site early this morning, Mr. Ferdy Candelaria, the senior coordinator of this vaccination site, said they have given more doses to more individuals under A4 yesterday, but they are just yet to update their numbers. Now that we have a thinning supply of COVID-19 vaccines here, the local government is prioritizing those individuals who are elderlies, meaning they are prioritizing those elderlies under the A2, and of course those 40 to 59 under the A4 priority sector. Charles?
Given these priorities, Greg, are walk-ins allowed in vaccination sites in Mandaluyong, and are they making any exceptions?
Charles, as of the moment, Mayor Abalos said they are not allowing walk-ins except for senior citizens who might have not registered yet but would want to get their COVID-19 shot. The LGU is giving consideration for the sector because, according to the Department of Health, these are the individuals who have the higher risk of infection, hospitalization, and also the possibility of dying. Charles?
Clarifying that, Greg, so for the elderly, head on down to the Mandaluyong Vaccination Center. Let's talk about vaccine hesitancy, Greg. Is this still a concern in Mandaluyong, or has the LGU successfully addressed this?
Plus, when we ask the local government unit if they are still experiencing vaccine hesitancy among their citizens, they are saying that contrary to the vaccine hesitancy, they are seeing a high vaccine acceptance here in the city because, as we have mentioned earlier, there are people coming into the vaccination site even though they do not have the confirmed schedule for the vaccination. It just shows that many individuals are now wanting to get their doses of COVID-19 vaccine here in Mandaluyong. Charles?
Thanks for those updates, Greg, and stay safe. That was Greg Gregorio reporting live from Mandaluyong. The Trade Department has appealed to the Interagency Task Force to allow indoor activities in light of the reopening of other sectors. On agenda, TTI Secretary Ramon Lopez said they propose to open indoor sports, gyms, and museums at a limited capacity. Lopez said a decision may be out by Thursday after the IATF meets with health experts and other stakeholders.
We actually mentioned last week to them that by this week we shall be proposing the inclusion of yung mga indoor activities, some more indoor activities in a safe manner. As you know, yung mga indoor activities talaga ang iniingatan natin. But after opening the other sectors, ito na po talaga yung kasunod. Kaya this week talaga siya nakasana.
Lopez added that they asked establishments to reward vaccinees instead of imposing no vaccine, no work, or no entry policies. Lopez also said the people would only be discouraged further, especially that the country's inoculation rate remains low.
It might be discriminatory, or it is discriminatory pag naglabas ng mga policy na no vaccine, no entry, no vaccine, no work. So, hindi pa dapat ganyan ang policy. What we envision, what we are proposing instead is some kind of incentive instead. No? Yung parang bigyan natin ng privileges, yung vaccinated, some kind of an increased mobility, or private businesses are offering extra freebies.
As vaccine hesitancy continues to hound our inoculation drive, one group has launched a campaign to encourage Filipinos to receive their jabs. Let's talk more about this with Jen Calimon. She's reporting to us live from Malabon. So Jen, good afternoon. Could you tell us all about this campaign?
Yes, Charles, the Philippine Alliance of Patients Organization, or PAPO, has launched their advocacy campaign called Bakuna Now Na to help boost vaccine confidence among Filipinos. PAPO said that vaccine hesitancy remains prevalent despite the government's assurance that all COVID-19 vaccines that we are using are safe and effective. In a Pulse Asia survey in March 2021, 61% of adult Filipinos said they do not want to get vaccinated due to possible side effects. A study from the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicines also showed that vaccine confidence in Philippines dropped from 93% in 2015 to 32% in 2018 after the Dengvaxia controversy. To allay fears, the vaccine expert panel urged those who received the vaccine to share their experience in getting vaccinated. DOH Health Promotion Bureau Director Dr. Beverly Ho stressed the need of everyone's participation to make the campaign work. As for the vaccine passport, Ho said that it might be necessary as other countries may require it for travelers. She added that the DICT is already working on it, but there are some challenges on how to integrate the Philippines' data with other countries. Charles, vaccine expert panel head Dr. Nina Gloriani says that efficacy of some COVID vaccine brands could last for 9 months. With this, she's urging vaccinees to return for their second shot to get the full protection against COVID-19. Charles?
Thanks for that, Jen. That was Jen Calimon reporting live from Malabon. Here are other stories we are keeping our eyes on. COVID-19 ICU beds and wards at the Cotabato Regional and Medical Center in Cotabato City are now operating beyond full capacity. In an advisory, the CRMC said they are now understaffed and that their high-flow oxygen machines and mechanical ventilators have been depleted. President Duterte has appointed Philippine Navy Vice Commander Rear Admiral Adelios Bordado as new Navy Chief. Bordado replaces Vice Admiral Giovanni Carlo Bacordo, who retires from the service today. And the Defense Department has been urged to restructure the armed forces of the Philippines to increase the country's maritime defense. In a statement, Senator Risa Ontiveros said the AFP is supposed to defend a continental country rather than an archipelagic one. In Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, an orchestra takes its music to the streets after having no gigs for more than a year due to the pandemic. Let's watch this video from Bloomberg.
A gente estava há ano sem se apresentar, as escolas estão começando a reabrir, os teatros não vão reabrir tão cedo. Aí a gente teve a ideia, no melhor estilo do Milton Nascimento, vamos levar a música aonde o povo está.
Minha missão hoje é fazer as pessoas sorrirem, cara. Sorrirem, olharem da janela, verem uma coisa inusitada, ficarem felizes, mandarem para os amigos e, enfim, curtirem um momento diferente, mesmo dentro de casa.
For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star and Business World online. Do visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. And you can also catch One News on Signal Play. Just register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Charles Lejano. We're One News.